Hey guys, Racing Pro here, and it's once again time for the 50 minutes of, I don't even know. It's a 50-minute random all on the Sliding Home for Christmas ice prop track. And, well, it's currently about 4:30 in the morning for me, and I did not try and get any sleep before this. I'm sure this will go great. Let Did Might win. How about no? What else is there? It's all a meme. God damn it. Now Benny closed it. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, well, it was restarted because Brophy did things in a weird order and it probably broke things, so just out of precaution, even though this isn't the main race. Now we're in the Handbrake Boost Feltzer. Yeah, because the handbrake boost does something. Oh. Sorry, RBS. I'm getting assisted myself, though. Oh, jeez. Yep, this is just chaos, so push through. Fortunately, the curbs do have higher traction than the road surface does. Can you stop? Bruh. Brophy cheating even more than I am. To be fair, though, I went very slowly and carefully. Oh. I didn't save the car, so it makes sense. I'm still briefly ahead of Brophy, at least. We'll see how long that lasts. In this totally serious, definitely matters what happens test race, demo race, gets you an idea of what we're in store for a race. It is fun to slide the cars around, I'm not gonna lie. I love how my handbrake just does nothing. Oh boy. And I assume that we have more than 36 people. I wasn't paying attention in race. And yeah, the server was never designed with more than 32 people in mind, so yeah. That's gonna be fun. Anyway, on to the real one. Why am I up? Why am I doing this? Alright, here we go. Count on sheet. That's one way to start the lap. Oh god, please. Remember, people, it's front-wheel drive. It won't turn on throttle. Buffy's reason for starting in this is apparently why not. Start the suffering from lap 1, right? I guess this Buffy actually just reminded me, because of when this will be coming out, Merry Christmas, or Happy 25th of December if you don't celebrate. It is currently the 20th for me, because that's when this is happening. Again, 4:30 in the morning, because this is hosted at a wonderful time for those of us in the States. Apologies for the bump, but also that might have benefited you in some ways. And, ooh. This is a very good vehicle to get. This is a very good vehicle to get. Lots of cars to navigate through, unfortunately, so I can't make the most of this. Out of the way! Hell of a first lap, and back to not having any traction. As long as I don't get stuck in that corner. We did a bit of a early warm-up race long before Barafi showed up, and very first car I had low grip because effectively a GT car, race car. And I ended up in that corner stuck. I had to back up to get it enough momentum to clear it, which is not ideal. Oh, RBS. If I had a fantastic first lap, RBS has about the worst first lap you can hope for. Open wheelers. Yep, I'll just say it now. Off-road traction loss is the name of the game. The higher above 1 it is, the worse it is. To the point where basically you do not want anything... Don't want anything with high off-road traction loss. You want low off-road traction loss. Which is why the Yuga 4x4 was so good, because it probably has 0 off-road traction loss. So yeah, the higher performance vehicles generally aren't going to do you as well. There, I've said it. Speaking of which, Giro? Can't find it. No, it was a Mirage. Okay, the LMP3 S car. That's an RE7B getting overtaken by a Granger. Drag Queen. Now the rule was that you're supposed to go back on where you went off, like exactly where you went off, but come on. Little bit of leeway on that, surely. Because what I did was definitely not unacceptable. Not to mention I slowed down so that any time I might have gained from the increased grip was probably negated. Astrope RS. This isn't vanilla, is it? I don't remember. I don't think it is. But it could be, for all I know. There's too many damn vanilla cars. And now Brofy's getting into the off-road traction loss speech. I can only comment on his perspective. Obviously, if you want to go and watch his perspective, you can. But I've got his stream open in the background. Honestly, probably should have had it open on my iPad instead of my computer, but whatever. He gets an extra view for it, and I can see his chat reacting to what is currently going on. Oh, beautiful. Yep. Bye! It's really funny how, like, normally I would never want a Mesa, but under these conditions, this exact moment in time, is a wonderful thing to get. It's still understeers, though, don't get me wrong. It's still a Mesa at the end of the day. And then there's the Suzume. Okay. The nice thing about this is that I've clearly got the power to get it shifting and also get it rotating. Not always, clearly. Okay, I can just ride the curb and make it around like that. Washington... I mean, Washington is probably better than a supercar, right? Oh, I'm glad I'm actually able to do this. No issues like I had last year so far of controller disconnecting before the actual race. I did have that happen during the pre-Brofy races. My controller suddenly stopped working and I had to reconnect, which is always questionable whether or not I'll be able to reconnect. Especially because I don't have any ranks on this server, so the player count is at its lowest outside of, like, the troll rank, which I have not earned because I am not a terrible person. Did see somebody going around pretty quick with an Elegy earlier. I don't know if it was the Retro Custom, and I don't think it was. But because decent grip all-wheel drive, this is not bad. Marshall, on the other hand, is just going to pull away from me like I'm standing still. course, one of my favorite moments from earlier this year. The one time that we were messing around with this track, I loaded us up on this, on EJ server, not on this server, with the negative Segoy, because it's not Project Homecoming, so I'm not just going to use a negative Kuruma like they have here. And nobody really seemed to realize that it was the negative variant, and it was brand new at the time as well, I believe. So nobody was really familiar with it anyway. Something along those lines. Slight squeeze there. And yeah, needless to say, at the start of the race, most people went full throttle and cars went flying because negative off-road traction loss on ice props is a very bad time. Or very hilarious time if you're not one of the people who went flying. There you go. This one for entire assist after GTR. What's the difference? There is a difference. However, it was not much of a visual change from my perspective. I don't know, I wasn't looking at the car very closely. Similar body shape, certainly. Yep, that's a time attack car. That's not going to drive well. Honestly, I feel like this car was missed. Like, this shouldn't drive as well as it does. It's a GT type car. It doesn't drive fantastically, of course. But this is a lot better than it probably should be. Also, what position am I in? 5th? What? I saw what was about to happen there and figured I gotta just send it and hope for the best. And I squeezed through. This is good, but also not. Oh, Krieger is... I mean, it could be worse. It also could be better. Oh, so many people. So many people. So many back markers, too. Oh. Diggy. Ah! It's already been 15 minutes. Ish. Ow. Did I help? I might have helped. I certainly didn't hurt them. Oh, it drifts back. Well. I was bound to get a bad car eventually. It was 5th, I think. Unless I was already up to 4th. Apparently I'm still in 5th. Yep, apologies everyone, it's a drift spec. Sorry. Can't help it. I'm not gaining anything by doing that. In fact, I lost things because I lost time because I lost momentum. Yeah, okay. I think they were waiting for me, and yeah, no, honestly, it's a drift car. Just go. The Goy, very front-wheel drive, but oddly grippy. Drop to 8th because of that. Make that 7th. Honestly, could have been worse. Oh god, what is this calamity? Right. Oh, that's unfortunate. Is that the hot ring weevil? Rafi is well out in the lead, annoyingly. He has just been getting, not great vehicle after great vehicle, but enough good vehicles. Rafi is lapping 2nd place. Oh, what the hell. Does Super Sport Mark II have an active spoiler normally? Yeah, I'm not gonna full send into T1 like that. I know better. I am going to accelerate towards the line, though. I'm going to take advantage of that acceleration while I have it, of course. There's a time attack ahead, so I'll probably get up to 6th. I'm not trying to squeeze you all that much, Master. I'm sorry, but... Oop. I've driven better cars. Not that I'm that surprised. And race car. Okay. Doesn't turn. Front wheel drive race car, no less. And I got up to 6th, and I got another car that doesn't handle that great. Come on, game. Come on, pull yourself around the corner. There's the Cerberus horn. There's 2 of them on the track at the moment. Safety car. I couldn't overtake the safety car if I wanted to right now. I left the horn off earlier on the Cup car that I got because it was a vanilla one, so it had the siren enabled, but this doesn't have the siren enabled on it. Bus! Oh, sorry. I'm not trying to run into you. Not even gonna wait? Okay. Whatever. Ooh. Ooh, Huntley S. I like this. Huntley's good. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's good. Oh, and we've raced this, so this is actually customized. I think. Maybe? No. Okay. It almost looked like it had a well, no, it does. It is. It just has the stock license plate on it. But no, that's definitely my blue in the light. Venture XL doesn't handle as well as a Huntley. Isn't great, but it's not the worst either. Grab the curb a little bit there maybe to try and hug the inside and not run into the camper. Rafi's selection is so bloody rigged. What the hell? Look over and he's in one of the, I don't even know what. The rally vehicles. Like the truck thing. I don't know. It's almost 5 in the morning. Give me a break. Granted, I decided not to get any sleep beforehand. So I only have myself to blame for that. But it's still 5 in the morning nonetheless. Nice. Ruffy, who historically has not done very well in random races as of late, and by as of late I mean a long time, And by very well, I mean he hasn't won. Would have just won if this race was only 25 minutes long. And he's still well out into the lead. Remember when I was racing Mogi at one point? Now in second in a Liberator. Dinmite's here in third. I'm down in 11th. I want to overtake, but also I don't know if there's any point to overtaking. There you go. Apologies, but you're going straight now, right? I don't even know who that is. Ringo, I assume. Yeah, looks like it. Really, that was a situation where they should have respawned and I should have waited, but gave them a hit and they were able to get it spun back around without really affecting anyone else. Swear, there's a blue, it almost looks like a blue pearl on my car, but it's not blue. Down to 14th at this point. Come on. Gotta mash pedaling as well because my handbrake is unreliable as hell. Granted, if I reversed my controls, my handbrake would be great, but that's also my push to talk in Discord, so... Now it seems to be working somewhat fine. Oh! Game. Yeah, okay. I should have done that much sooner, turns out. Well, that sucks. I wasn't sure if that was actually a thing on here, but yep, it is. Well, I mean, it's good. My race isn't completely over, however, I'm now in the 20s. Oh, how I wish I was in my 20s. RBS, respawn! Oh, Savannah? Yeah, that would have been nice. Hi. Apologies for being quiet, but I keep hearing things outside. And I'm trying to discern what's happening. This Silvestre has also been terrible to drive. Yeah, of course. The sounds have stopped outside. Alright, I guess I can unmute my game now. Down to 30th. God damn it. I mean, the car selection is predetermined, so I was always going to get the vehicles that I've gotten, but yeah, that black screen has not helped. Okay. Oh, that was a choice. I mean, it worked for him. All the way back here. God damn it. Was finish all left set to on, or not? Ruffy is actually being challenged for the lead finally. I wish I was still up towards the front. Damn it. Ever since the black screen. Like, it wasn't great before then for a little while, but the black screen specifically was just a massive blow, and then the vehicles since have been generally not great. Also, below 15 minutes to go. Completely missed the halfway point. I think this is just benefiting from being a supercar and thus having high base traction. Shot right there, going up the ice props a bit. Not what I wanted to do, but it works. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay. Gave him a couple of unintentional bumps and then trying to be kind of not overtaking them immediately. That happened. Sorry, committed to that line. That could have been a better lap. Don't take out the big streamer, man. Is Broffy finally going to fall out of contention for the win? Because, yeah, that's a hot ring Weevil. It does not handle well. Got a little bit of a lull in traffic at the moment, which is wonderful. It's one thing that I always have tended to do with, well, on 8th gear specifically, but since Project Homecoming is now using OneSync as well, just tend to be extra cautious around people. Because light bubbles, OneSync, desync, and such. Sometimes a little bit overly so, but especially on 8th gear when the server's in Europe and most of the people racing were in Europe. You know, here it's not as bad, but there's still a lot of 100 plus millisecond pings there. So in this case, my connection's the good one rather than other people's, generally. Yeah, of the top 36, I have the best ping by far. Because again, I'm the only one stupid enough to be doing this on the East Coast. Oh, come on. Nobody was coming, so I just didn't bother to respawn there. Just spin it around on power. Ten minutes to go, and I am in 30th. I would not want to be driving that Issy, but it seems to be alright. At least. Honestly, the Fiora GT is not that bad. It's not good, but I've driven much worse things tonight, certainly. I'm just forming a queue here because I don't have enough grip to comfortably go around. Come on. Out of the way, everyone. I've got grip, you don't. Probably. misjudged that slightly, but... great. Yeah, this has decent grip at slow speed. But it goes fast enough that that doesn't last long. It goes faster than it does on our server. But it's not as much pain if you allow it to go faster. Is it just going faster, quote-unquote, because it's on ice? Who knows? I just overtook somebody in this thing. They got spun, admittedly, but still. Oh, Slam Van Custom, that would be wonderful. All the Slam Vans have 0 OTL for some reason. Yeah, at this point, this race is going to be a matter of, do I finish top 30 or bottom 11? Currently 29th. I don't want my position, my finishing position, to be that close to my actual age. Just because that is only a couple positions off of being the same. Sneak around the outside of RBS before that gap closes. Nope. Get back on. God, I love the sound of the supercharger in that car on this server. Sorry. I wish I knew how to tweak the sounds. 'Cause I would love to tweak that. Another drift spec? Come on. I mean, the good thing is it has high steering lock, which can help with catching the car sometimes, but it's a drift car. And Profi just complained about getting the Shafter GTR. I know from earlier, it's not that bad. Not as good as the Savannah. There's been a few of them that have showed up. Also, Rusty Tractor alert. I'm holding Profi up. Sorry, RBS. No, I got overtaken by the tractor again. Another frickin' Savannah? Where's my Savannah? There's been so many of them. There that goes. Is that the thruster? You know, the thruster isn't the worst thing to get in this race, honestly. Also, 4 minutes to go. Leader is 4 laps ahead of me. what I can take away from this lap is that this is not that much slower than a thruster around the lap, in theory. Why that is something worth pointing out, I don't know. Oh, what is going on? Stop stuttering, please. As that happens, of course, I immediately start looking at my computer stats. RAM usage is fine, 22 gigs, not an issue. Swap's a bit high. VRAM is 83% though, that's high. Temperatures are acceptable because of course they are. I specifically built my computer to be an airflow build. Honestly kind of surprised though. The GPU is still reasonable temperatures though, despite not having repasted it anytime recently. Yeah, sorry, I'm not trying to slide into you, it's just a GTE. That's fine. We've dropped to 32nd, of course, but 31st is literally right there. Actively racing for position, and there's 31st. '30th is quite a ways up the road, though, of course. Come on. This next lap, RC Bandito, this next lap may be the last. Depends on where the leader is and whatnot. Again, I don't know if finish all laps is on. Probably not. Dubsta is... I think it has lower OTL, but not 0. And it's one of those cars that just grips up under acceleration. It just plows in the turns. Yep. Nope. I'll wait. Okay, it looks like unless they're straight at... Oh, Mogi's being a dick. I see. God damn it. Well, at least Broffy didn't win. Not that Mogi has won at this point either, but I mean... There it goes. Yeah, no, finish all laps definitely not on. I'm gonna get overtaken by the Phantom, right? I don't see how I don't. Well, I'm glad I didn't bet on Broffy's finishing position, because I would have been wrong, no doubt. I would not have guessed top 5. Probably wouldn't have even guessed top 10. And you know what I said before about the whole age thing? Yeah, spot on. camera is just slowly drifting as the car slides down. And whoever finished 37th and below, I don't know. Unless the results get posted to Discord, they're just... yeah. Again, this UI was not made with more than 32 players in mind. The JV90 is getting pushed around by the looks of it over there. There you go. So 31st position out of 41, was it? Yeah, once again, Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. Happy 25th of December otherwise. And, yeah. That damn black screen. Thanks for watching.